Hello, good morning, all of you. I am Anuja. Welcome back to my class. In this video, we will learn about method calling statement. In the previous classes, we have learned about the method, how to define a method, and what are the types of method, and what is the use of return statement. And we know to write the method prototype for 2 mark questions. So here we are going to learn about invoking methods. Calling a method is known as invoking a method. After a method has been defined, the next step is to call this user-defined method as and when required. So once we define a method, it should be called to execute that method. When it required, that method we need to call. That is known as method invoking, or we can tell that is method calling statement. Yes, when we consider the points or the steps we need to follow for a method, there are mainly three are there: the method prototype and definition. So it comes as a one unit. When we are writing definition, the first line is known as method prototype. Definition means we are defining the task under this method and we are following the general syntax to define a method. After defined a method, we need to call that method. As it required, we will call that method or we will invoke that method. That is known as method invocation. Method invocation is known as method calling. Okay, so this is the third one, method invocation. While we define a method, when we are defining a method, we have mainly two types. One is non-return type. Another one is return type that we have learned in the previous classes. While we define a method, it can be either non-return type or return type. So non-return type means it never returns a value. We will use the keyword void. Return type means it should return a value. So it is a primitive data type or else some reference data types like classes or objects. That is return type. So that is the main categories of method definition. We can define a method either as non-return type or as return type. Once we define a non-return type, we can consider with or without arguments. And the same for the return type also, with or without arguments we can define. So here the first one, non-return type without argument. So first one is without argument. Let's see how we will write. This is method definition. I'm just making you to remind this method definition how we will write. This is the method definition. We are defining a method of non-return type without argument. That is the first one. So here method definition, the without argument. So in this non-return type, we will use the keyword void and then the method name, no argument. So that is simply parenthesis we are passing. So this is non-return type method. So inside this, the statement you according to the function or according to the kind of task, we will write the statements. This is the general way we will define a method of non-return type without arguments. Okay. Then after defining that method, we need to call that statement. For calling, we have a syntax method invocation or method calling statement. There is a general syntax for this non-return type. Simply we will call by the method name. Only the method name is required for this void method name. That is, only the method name is required for the non-return type without arguments. Okay. So please remember, while we are writing a method, while we are defining a method of void return type without arguments, we will call the same by method name alone. No need to pass any other things. Okay. Okay, let's see an example for that. Just imagine we need to print a message of welcome So how we are defining a method? Just imagine we need to print a message as welcome using method. So how we are going to define that method? So you know that we are printing only the message is welcome. There is no value to return and there is no specification of the parameters or argument. So we can consider, so we will move to the first one, that is with void data type and without argument we can write, is it? By the question itself we can understand once more. Just imagine we need to display a message like welcome. Only the message you need to print as welcome. So how will you define this one? In the question there is no specification of return value and no specification of parameters we are passing there. So we can directly go to the void return type. In a simple way, how we will write void method name. You can print system.out.println of that particular message, is it? So how we are going to write this one? So let's see. Yes. So here I have given void is the return type because there is no value to return as per the question. And we know that to display a message means no value to returns. So void we have given and method name you can give your own as per the identifier rules you should follow. Okay. Open the parenthesis curly brackets. Inside that we will give the task to display. Just to print the message as welcome. So system.out.println welcome. So this is the way we will define a method. Okay. First you have to understand what we are going to define. What is the task of that method? Any return value or any parameters? No. Here in this question only we need to display the message as welcome. So we know we don't want to use any other thing. We will use only the return type as void, and we don't want to pass any parameters. So simply we will write void display. Open the curly brackets. Inside that we will give the message. All of you know how to print the value or print the message using the method system.out.println statement. Println method we will use and system.out.println statement we are using to print a value or print a message. Inside that we will give whatever text you want to print, that we will give inside the double quotes. Okay. This is the simple way. Do you understand to write or define a method of void return type without argument? Yes. So next, after defining this, we need to call this method. Once we define a method, it should be called. When it calls, it gets executed. Okay. So we are going to call this method. Just to consider, in another method, we are calling this method. In a program, we can include more methods. Multiple number of methods we can add. We can include. Multiple number of methods we can include in a program. So here this void display, we have displayed the messages, we have printed the messages welcome. Then we need to call this statement. How we are going to call? Okay. In the simple way, function name, that's enough. So here we will write the function name, no other procedures. What is the function name of this method? Display. So you will write display. So this is the way you will call the method of void without arguments. Based on the what is the method name? The same method name, parenthesis, then semicolon should be specified for the method calling statement. Clear? Okay, next we are moving to void and with arguments. Here without we have finished, and next we are moving to with argument. Non-return type void with argument, that is the parameter list. So how we will write this one? The second one, void is the return type and method name you have to parameter list. With the parameter list, how we will write? You will write according to this method, or you will define a method, and inside the statement, inside the curly brackets, you will give the statements. So how will you call this type of method? This type of method we will call by the function name. Function name is known as method name and parameter list. No other values, only the parameter we are passing, genuine or the actual parameter we are passing in method calling statement. Okay. So this is method definition. This is method calling. How we are calling this method? By the method name along with the parameter. That parameters are actual parameters. Okay. So let's see an example. Here I need to define a method by passing two integer parameters and print the sum of that two integers in the method itself. That is the question. So how will you write? Yeah, let's check how to write. Here, public is an access specifier. It is not compulsory. You can write public void is the return type because there is no value to returns. We are passing two arguments, integer a and integer b. And when you are passing in two arguments, a method is receiving two arguments. You have to specify by the data type of each argument and should be separated by comma. So first argument is a, that belongs to integer data type. So how is to write? Int a, comma the second argument int b. Always you have to follow this way. Don't write int a comma b. Many of you will do the mistake like in int a comma b. Two arguments we are passing, directly you will write like that. It is wrong. So when you are writing a method, by the parameter list you have to focus on. You should specify the data type of each parameter and should be separated by the commas. Okay. So here in this question we need to find the sum of two integers as parameters. So a sum of two integers that we are passing as parameters, and we need to print the sum of that two integers in the method itself. So here we are calculating in C equal to A plus B, and we are printing the message calculated values in C. So we are printing the message C. Okay. So this is the way of void return type with the parameters. So this is the method definition. So let's see how to call this method. We need to call this method, is it? Yes. So how we will call? We know that method name along with the parameter list we can call. So how to write method name is, what is the method name here? Sum is the method name. So you will write sum. And parameter list means actual parameter, you can pass it here. Int A, int B. So two integer values, we will pass it directly here as 5 and 6. So I have given two integer values as 5 and 6. You can give as per your own choice like 11 or 12 or any values. Okay. So this is the way you will call this method, that method defined here. So here we will look an example. Define a method display message to display good morning and invoke in another method my message. So all of you have to remember how we will define a method without return value and without parameter, and how to call that type of method. That too you have to remember. Okay. So here the question, define a method. Method name is display message. So we can write the method name as display message. Yes. So here and okay, we will use this one. Yeah, so here I am writing by the class demo. So the method, first method, display message. Display message is the method name has given in the question, and there is no specification of return type or the arguments, is it, in this question? Only display message method name to display good morning. So we will write the method name. How we can write? There is no return type, there is no argument, so return type is no return type specified, means you will write a void return type or display message, and there is no parameters to pass. And what is the function of this message method? Sorry, what is the function of this method? Just to print the message of println good morning. So we have given, or we have defined the method display messages for the question. Okay. So the next one, what is the next point? After defining this and invoke in another method. So we need to invoke. Invoke means we need to call this display message to another method. Another method name is known as my message. So how we will write the another method? Another method also not specified anything. about the parameter or anything. So we can write the same. We will write void my message. Okay. Inside this, what we have to do? Inside this my message, we need to invoke the method. Invoke the first method. So how we will invoke this method? But for invoking, we will call that method name by the method name. Only by the method name we will call, because there is no argument or there is no return value. So we will just call by the method name. Method name is display message. Okay. So this is the way you will write the method, or you will define a method and you will invoke the method. So here in the first method, display message has to display the good morning statement. So display message, and we have defined the message to give the println statement or display the message as good morning. And in the next method, that is my message, in this method, in the next method, that is the my message method, in this method we need to invoke the first method. Invoke means we are calling the first method. So in the second method, this is the second method and this is the first method in this program. So first method has called inside the second method by the method name, simply the method name, no other procedures. Okay. When it executes, the compiler will come here, and in this void my message has given us the method name or method calling statement. Inside the void by message method, it has invoked a message known as display message. So compiler will understands display message is a method that has defined by the user somewhere in this program. So it will go and check where is that display message has defined. Yes, it is found that. After finding, it will execute the method of this one first. So it will give the message as good morning. It will print the message as good morning. And when it comes back here, there is no other procedure, no other statement. Only by this way it is executing. When the program executes, when it executes, the compiler will find any defined method based on this name. If it finds the method, then it will execute the method and print the message good morning. So once we define a method, we need to call, otherwise it won't execute. Okay. So this is the method definition and method calling of non-return type without parameters. I hope all of you understood to define a void return type without parameter and how to call that method in a program. Okay. The next one is define a method add num which receives two integer arguments and print the sum of the arguments without returns a value, and invokes add num method in another method num value. So from this question easily you can identify the method name, and it receives two integer argument and print the sum of the argument without return a value. Without return a value means we will use the return type as void. So these are the things we will do in the add num method, and this add num should be invoked in another method num value. So how to write this program? Yeah, let's start. We'll write the class name demo2 demo add. So we can write like this, demo add. Inside the class, we have here in this program, we have two methods. The first method is add num is the method name, and no return type. Without return type means no return value. That is the void return type we have to use, and it is receiving two integer arguments. So we will write two integer arguments, a and b I have given here. And inside this method, what to do? Inside this method, we need to calculate the sum of the arguments. So in C equal to A plus B. Yes, then what we have to do? We have to print that output, print the value, output, println sum. We are printing like equal to plus c. So this is the way we have defined the method as per the question. Define a method. What is the method name? AddNum is the method name. So addNum has given which receives two integer arguments. So two integer argument we have passed, and print the sum of the arguments. We are printing the sum of the arguments without the return value. That means we will use the return type as void. So this is the method definition for this addNum. Next, invokes addNum method in another value, another method num value. So how to call another method, how to write the another method? There also it is void, no specification of return value or anything. So we will use the same void num value, no parameters in this method. So how to call? This is non-return type. The above method is non-return type with parameters. We can, this one is method non-return type with the parameters. So how we will call that method in this method? All of you know that by the method name, and we will pass the actual parameter. We can pass any actual parameters, and I have given 3 and 8. So this is the way you will write or you will call this method. The method is defined here as non-return type with arguments, and we are calling this method by the method name along with the parameter. Here we are passing the actual parameters, and when the compiler finds this addNum of 3,8, it will find the definition and it will execute the definition. As per that, we will, this 3 is assigning to A and B, 8 is assigning to the variable B. The value of A is copying as 3 and 8 is considering as B, and it will do the calculation. 8 plus 3 equal to 11. We will get sum equal to 11. So we will get the output as sum equal to 11. So this is the output as per this. So here you can consider, so here we have the values. So here we have the values 3, 8 and here A and B. So in these terms we will consider, so one more word we have to remember for these two, they are the parameters. In this case we have, this is method definition, this is method definition, this is method calling statement. Okay, calling statement. So method definition, parameters are known as formal parameters. So please remember the parameters which passing in that method definition is known as formal parameters. So A and B are the formal parameters. Parameters which is passing to that method calling statement is known as actual parameters. So actual parameter and the formal parameter. Okay. So actual parameters means 3 and 8 are the actual parameters, and A and B are the formal parameters. So this actual based on the method definition and method call, we will write the formal parameters and the actual parameters. So this is the way we will call a method without return type and along with the parameters. Okay. So in the next class we will learn about return type with parameters and without parameter, how we will define that and how to call that methods. Okay, thank you all of you. Stay safe. Please, if you have any doubt, just comment here, and please subscribe, like and share. Okay, thank you so much.